All right, the last type of special factoring we're going to look at in this section is the sum and difference of two cubes, okay? And so when it's got two terms, first thing you always ask yourself, is there any common factors? There's not. The second thing you ask yourself, okay, do I have anything special here? Now we learned one special thing is a difference of two squares. When it's minus in the middle and those are both perfect squares, it's not that case. Now, the other things we could look for first, we could look for a sum of two cubes. Sum, it's adding, so that could be the case. And if two cubes, are these both perfect cubes? What does that mean? Something times something times something gives me that number. What times what gives me x cubed? X times x gives me x cubed, right? So the cube root of x cubed is x. So I'm going to call a, so that's going to be my a. So a equals x. Next, I'm going to ask myself, what times what gives me 1? Well, 1 times 1 times 1 gives me 1. So b is 1. Okay. Now, once you've established what a is and what b is, and you've established as a sum of two cubes, you could plug your a and b into this formula here. So the first part is a plus b. Well, what's a plus b? Well, a is x and b is 1. So x plus 1. A squared. What's a squared? Well, that's just x squared. Minus ab minus x times 1, which is just 1x, plus b squared. Well, b squared is just 1 squared. 1 squared is 1. Now, the rule is this will not factor any further here. So when you do plug it in this formula, you are done. Okay? This will not factor, that trinomial will not factor any further. Next, this one here, we're going to see if it's anything special. Any common factors? No. Difference of two squares? Well, they're not perfect squares, so that's not going to work. Now, not a sum of two cubes. What about a difference of two cubes? Is there something times something times something that gives me 125? Now, by the way, there's a way in your calculator to check this. If you go to math, option 4, that's the cube root button, 125. Cube root of 125 is 5. So the cube root, so this does have a perfect cube, 5. And then cube root of x cubed is x. So that would be your A. Now, you could do 8. What times what gives you 8? What about 2 times 2 times 2? 2 times 2 times 2 gives you 8. If you don't believe me, cube root of 8 is 2. So you establish what A is, you establish what B is. So we're going to plug it in this time to the difference of two cubes. Okay? So A minus B. So 5x minus 2. And then the next part's A squared. Now, be careful here. This is the whole quantity squared. So it's 5x squared. So I'm squaring the 5 and the x. So 5 squared is 25. And then x squared is x. Plus a times b. 5x times 2 is 10x. Plus b squared. Plus 2 squared. So plus 4. Remember, this is not going to factor any further. You're stuck there. And so this is your answer.